Valhalla Hotel is in a small town north of Chicago in Illinois. It's called Fox Lake. And this is a very historical hotel. It's in ruins. Fox Lake is part of this bigger chains of lakes called the Chain of Lakes. They don't connect to Lake Michigan. They're separate. They're about to tear it down because it's dilapidated. There has been a lot of stories that this hotel is haunted. And it looks haunted. I'm not sure who it's haunted by. There's a lot of speculation that it could be haunted by a number of people. Al Capone used to frequent here. It's one of his hideout places. We'd come here on the weekends. He did dispose bodies in another lake down south by a cemetery, Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, but that's in Midlothian, which is about an hour south or so, 45 minutes, an hour south from Chicago. And Fox Lake is an hour north from Chicago. So they're not close locations, which is very smart on Al Capone's part, by the way, because that way it can't be traced to him. He would send his goons to dispose of the bodies, and he would be in a different location altogether. This building was originally built in 1888 as a clubhouse, and then it became a hotel in 1891, and then the hotel operated as a hunting and fishing resort until 1963. The hotel is recognized by the National Park Service as a historic place. A bar and restaurant operated in the building until 2012, when the village decided that it wasn't safe enough. I hope that they don't demolish it because it is a very interesting place. It looks really creepy and haunting, but I think if someone were to put the time and money and fix any issues, it's a lovely place because it is secluded a little bit and it's kind of creepy, but not too creepy, and it's right in front of a beautiful lake. This hotel is named one of the most endangered historic places. Here we are at Al Capone's gravesite. Al Capone was originally buried in Mont Olivier. He is buried here in Mont Carmel Cemetery in Hillside, Illinois, which is about an hour, maybe 40 minutes, depending on traffic, west of Chicago. His entire family is also buried here. This cemetery is actually one of the haunted cemeteries in Chicagoland. It's known for the Italian Bride. And the Italian Bride was a lady named Giulia Buccolapetta, and she died, and according to the legend, soon after her death, her mother began to have these dreams in which her daughter was telling her that she was still alive and that she wanted to be taken out of the grave. It took the city 6 years for them to dig up the poor girl, but when they did, they found that her body was not decomposed. They took a picture of her 6 years after what she looked like and in her casket, and it's still on the monument. So there's two pictures here, one of when she got married in her bride's dress, and then the one in her bride's dress where she's dead, but the one in the casket is 6 years later. She died while giving birth to her son, who was stillborn, and his name was Filippo. But I don't know why they actually buried her in her wedding dress. No one knows why her body didn't decompose. There's actually a high school right across the street from the cemetery, and there's houses across the street also, and people say that they see this woman in white walking up and down the cemetery gates, and they think it's her.